Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So we are from group 55. So today we want to discuss the motivational speech from YouTube, and then this is our last video regarding to the legs. So my name is Muhammad Amin Shukri, and my entry number is 197168. Zoili, Azizul.
My name is Azizul Hakim Memano, entry number 197859.
Okay, then Lokman.
My name is Luqman Adli bin Muhammad Junaidi. My magic number is 199197.
Okay, then Zarul.
My name is Zaraza Maestra and my metric number is 196565.
Okay, then Hilfi.
My name is Muhammad Hilfi bin Azali. My metric number 197331.
Okay, the last one is Hilmi.
So my name is Muhammad Hilman Aizat bin Hamzah and my metric number is 196336.
Okay, so then basically this is our last video that we want to discuss. So I will start the storyline about this video. So actually basically the video is from the Dwayne Johnson that we know him as the Rock, which is famous in the wrestling entertainment, which is WWE, and also as the actor in the Hollywood, which is famous all the world. So I will start the video told us about when he was 14. The video told us about the Rock give the motivational speech to the one team, which is the sport team. I think that the NBA team, which is the basketball. So the video tell us that his story that when he was 14, he actually got kicked off the island. So then he cannot stay in the Hawaii, which is basically the place that he lived before. And then he said that there are no places he can stay. So then he moved to the Nashville, which is some places, and a lot of bad thing happens to him. He said that when he was 16, which is 2 years later, he got arrested by the cops so many times because he got some problem in that place. This show that some bad things really happened to him, and then he tell to the player that he actually survived and play the sports in the university that he studied. So he played the sport until he get the until he get play to his university, and then he tell that he always remembered what helps him is to keep the hard times in front of his mind, which is that when he gets something that he want, and then he always said that this is not enough. He has to move forward to get what the bigger thing that he can get. So he always remind us that he keep to remember your hard times. So then you did not feel arrogant after what you achieve the big dream. So basically you can see that the Rock mentioned the jeep was the anchors for him. You know the anchors? The thing that we at the ship. So if you want to achieve your dreams, you have to find your anchors as your support. So that's my point regarding, and that's the storyline regarding to this video. So maybe you want to add something about the storyline in this video? Someone? You guys?
I think I agree with you, Amin, about what Dwayne Johnson said before. He said about he always wanting something more than what he achieved, meaning that wanting to achieve even better things than what we achieve now. But he also mentioned that we need to remember where we came from, meaning that we need to remember where we start. What we achieve today is from what we do yesterday. So by remembering what we came from, meaning that you will not lose your way. You mean that you will not be, when you achieve something, you will not be arrogant or become selfish. because of the success that you achieve. I'll give you one example lah. When someone work really hard to get something and he achieve it. When he achieve it, doesn't mean that he has to be uh, has to be what we call blag. You have to be arrogant about it. Meaning that you cannot you can have pride with what you achieve, but you cannot feel that the achievement is because of making that you a better person than other people. You have to know your roots. You have to know where you came from, so that you are not lost, and you can still move forward in your life. Anyone want to add something?
Okay, for me, to move forward, we have the goals that we need to achieve. So we need to discipline ourselves to maintain our performance to achieve the goals. In that video, I very like when Dwayne Johnson said about the wall. Uh, the the in behind we have the wall. The wall is our past. We cannot go back because wall, but we can see back to move forward. We can see back uh, as experience to we not to do what we had do to make we move forward for a better way. I very like that part. So anyone? Which part you like?
Okay, for me, I think I was attracted when he said about his story back then where he retired from wrestling career. I tried when he said that everyone know that he became an actor after that, but uh, he was not successful enough. So I tried when he said to the withmate that he will become 3 times more successful than him after that. Then we also can see now uh, how much successful The Rock is. Uh, then the lesson that I get here is never give up. And I have a few words from Thomas Edison that he said, "Our greatest weakness is lies in giving up. The most certain way to succeed is always to try just one more time." We know that we all know that it took Thomas Edison over 10,000 tries to invent the light bulb, and most people will have given up way before then. But for Thomas Edison, he didn't consider his 10,000 attempts that didn't work to be a failure because he learned from those attempts and tried something different. He persistently kept pursuing his goal and refused to accept defeat. So we can learn here that when we do something, we don't have, we will never give up. That's all from me.
Okay, can I say something?
Yeah, can.
Okay.
You
Go on, go on.
So in the video, Dwayne Johnson, known as The Rock, has mentioned that we need to remember the hard times in our life when we work towards the goal. So tonight I want to share about things that we need to remember when we are going through tough times in life. So firstly, we need to know that all the bad times end. Whether it is good or bad, it does not last forever. When a situation is troubling us, for us, it may seem as if it will never end. But that is just a subjective and distorted perception. Our minds tend to expand negative events as they happen, and so it appears like they have been going on for a lot more than they really did, and as if they will continue to go on for a long time. So, seconds, we need to remember that hard times happens to everybody. Frequently, when facing hardship, our thinking will trick us into believing that this happens only to us. Other people do not go through the kind of difficulties we go through. It almost seems like the universe is plotting against us and wants to hurt us. So, many things that we need to remember when we face through the hardship, like Dwayne Johnson had do before. So I think that's all from me. Hilmi?
So thank you, Azizo, for your opinion. So I agree with the statement by Adli and Hilfi, and also just said by Azizul about the negative thoughts and so on. So based on the storyline that has been told by Amin, the video is actually quite tips in the video, and one of it is like what has been mentioned by Adli. It's same. Okay, so I agree with the statement said by Azarul and Hilfi, and also that said by Azizul about the negative thought and so on, and what have been said by Amin, the storyline, and also I've been agreed with Adli's statement, which we should not forget about our past, which means from our starting point where we begin, because it's to avoid from selfishness and so on. And what we can take from this video.
Calm down. Okay.
Okay.
While waiting for Hilmi, I like to add the
Hello.
Hello, Ilmi.
Okay, I like for surprise. Okay,
Okay.
so let's start.
Okay.
So
Okay.
let's
Continue.
continue
We
my
can hear
speech.
you the first half of your explanation.
Okay. So about regarding the this statement about the why we need to not forget about our past is because to avoid from selfishness and to avoid from arrogance. So and at the video also said that about the experience that have been go through by the rock. And also we can take from the experience because even we are at our lowest, or even we are we gone through a hardest part of our life, we need to know that we need to understand that everything happen must be a reason. And what just like Azizo said that all people go through the bad time, the bad history, or the bad anything bad, because we are human. It's a must for us to go through every because no, because this have a term. So, there's a rule that there's a something you see, Kazizu.
Okay. For Hilmi point, yes. We have have a hard life that we face, but the different we face a different hard life, and we need to remember all hard life that we had faced to move forward. And I'd like to add some at the Zarul point when he said the rock when he down at his career. And from this, I think that if we move forward, we need to if we tired, we need to stop and take a rest. We cannot we cannot
Give up.
yes, we cannot give
Uh,
up. We need to stop and take rest, and then we go to move forward with a better way, with a better person. So I found one word at the Google, and he said that if we want to be 1% of the human in the world, we need to be what 99% doesn't want to be. We have to be the special one in the world to make proud to ourselves.
yeah, that's very correct, Ilfi. I agree with your point. So basically, I want to add more about these issues, which is regarding to this video. So I think that we have to keep working hard because the work hard is actually the objective to achieve our dream. So because we never know when our dreams can be achieved. Let's say that such example like you can say that Bill Gates, or the owner of the Kentucky Fried Chicken, which is KFC. So basically, he achieved his dreams to get rich and to get successful in their business. Actually, basically, they achieved it when he got age around the 50 above, which is it's actually that totally a long journey to get the successful in their business. So basically, we actually cannot be surrender because we never know when our dreams can be achieved. So then we always remind ourselves to move forward and keep doing, move forward, and move forward. So we have to set our mindset for what we want. And let's say that you might want a big house, you have to plan how you can get a big house, not even just dreaming it and thought that tomorrow the big house will fall in front of you. So then you have to work and work to get that. So and then I see in the video that The Rock mentioned that he don't ever he don't ever he don't ever care about what people say. Maybe the people gonna stop him, but he said that it's your path, it's your way. So why you have to stop because of them? Why you have to be surrendered because of them? So just keep remind yourself that you are the one that achieve your dreams. So maybe the others can be your supporter or our haters. So regarding to this video, in my opinion, that we never surrender for what we have. For me, I have to survive in my study and never surrender to achieve my ambition. So that's my point regarding to this video. So maybe one of you want to elaborate or add?
I think already wrap it up, but I want to add one more thing before we tangguh majlis.
We end our discussion.
One thing, I interested what Hilfi said before about the wall. What Dwayne said there about everybody have this wall. We can see what this wall is our past. We can see it, but we cannot change it. Meaning that if you make mistake in your life, and you can see it at the wall, but you can't change it. The mistake that you have already made. But one thing that you can do is reflect on the mistake that you made, so that you can improve yourself and become a better person from the mistake that you already do. That is the one thing that about what the wall Dwayne Johnson said. I think that's all I want to add about the video. Anyone want to add more, or we can end our discussion? We can it's a wrap because it's our last video. Thank you guys for cooperation. Sepanjang family.
Thank you guys.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you
Thank you
guys.
guys.
Thank you.